Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to get into the Amazon Warrior episode number 9. Now, if you're new to my channel and you don't know what the Amazon Warrior is all about, all you have to do is go look at episode number 1. But for everybody else, you already know the deal. Get your drinks ready. Of course, I got to throw my usual disclaimer out there too. This video is not for little kids. Alright, so if you got little kids, put them out the room. We're going to be drinking, we're going to be cursing, we're going to be talking shit. You know how it goes. And this is not a tech video. Alright, this is a vlog. And we could, even though I do got some products I want to show y'all, this is more of just me chilling with my subscribers, me chilling with all the Amazon warriors out there, and just unwinding for the weekend. Alright, so let's get right into it. Let's get our supplies ready now. This is a special episode today too. I'll tell y'all why for 2 reasons. We'll get into that in a minute. But let's get the supply checklist. Oh, also real quick, back by popular demand. All right, now I tell you, I read all the comments. I see everything that's going on the Twitter, on the Instagram, and all that. Back by popular demand, I got my partner right here, my co-host, the CEO of my company, Big T in the house. Everybody, let's give a round of applause for T. Yo. What's up, T?
Hi, guys.
All right, so T back on deck, and we're gonna get it popping. So now a lot of guests was hitting me up today asking me what we drinking. And like I said, this is a special edition. So we got a special drink on deck. Today we popping some Moet. All right, Moet and Chandon. All right. Shout out to all the old school cats out there that remember when Moet was really big. Remember when Biggie Smalls was out and Snoop and all that? In the back of the club sipping Moet is where you find me. This was the drink that everybody wanted. This was everybody was popping. And this was basically the only champagne that I drank, when I could afford it. Otherwise I would get the Asti Spumante and Nando and all that cheap shit. But when you go to the club and you want to be with your boys and all that, showing off, you get a bottle of Moet. All right, now, T likes the Moet, the rosé. I prefer the nectar. So we got both. All right, so we got both bottles of Moet. Let's get these out the way. Get yourself some champagne glasses, because we're going to toast it up. Y'all can't see this, but if you listen, got a bucket of ice, so keep the shit nice and chilled. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to move out. T, you got a little microfiber cloth. We're going to keep the table a little bit clean. For all the OCD cats out there that hate to see the little lint and specks on the table like me, we'll do that. All right, so let's pop this open. Grab the little unboxing knife, and actually a little one this time. Almost blew this shit open. Let's pop this open, and we have a drink. All right, T, make yourself comfortable. We're going to cool out. I'm going to be here for a while, right?
Yeah.
Yes, facts. Facts is our new saying. I'm gonna tell y'all why I think that's so funny, and that's our new word of the week. But we'll get into that in a minute. So let's pop this up. I could have did this ahead of time. That might have been a little bit smarter, but whatever. We'll see what it is. Now, the key with this is to be careful when you're taking this cork out. All right. I once broke a ceiling fan inside the house, popping this shit open too early. Without just popping it open mad fast. So let's try to do this real slow. T, close your eyes. There we go. All right. So let's pour some of this out real quick. Now it's been a while since I drank champagne, so my pouring skills is a little bit rusty. I used to be kind of nice with this shit. Fellas at home, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all drinking tonight. I made a joke and said I was gonna drink some wine, some cold duck. My man hit me say he actually gonna drink it, so let me know how that works out. There we go. All right. Today's first toast. Now, actually, here you go, T. Actually, today's first toast is gonna go out to a very dear friend of mine, very, very dear friend who just passed away last week Friday, Diana. All right, now, I know Diana for about 10 years, maybe a little less than 10 years. Diana was a really, really special person to me, and I'm actually dedicating this whole episode of Amazon Warrior to Diana. T, you met Diana before, and you heard me talk to Diana plenty of times, and you know how important Diana was to me. So let's have a drink for Diana. Rest in peace. Cheers. Drink up, bitches. Well, let me just rephrase that. Sip, bitches. All right, sip. Don't guzzle this shit. Hit you right under the throat a little bit, right? Which one is this? This is the nectar, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the nectar one is nice and smooth. All right, I'm feeling this.
Drink it like a shot or not?
We'll start guzzling later. Now, if y'all see me, I can't see me behind the camera, but I'm holding the glass like this by the stem. Like a boss. Now, if you're at home and you're drinking your champagne, don't go out to the club and hold champagne and drink it like this. Don't do that, yo. All right? If you want to look like a boss and you want to have some couth, look, see now, T on some other shit. She holding it like this, like she drinking some cognac. You know what I'm saying? I see you over there, T. I hold it by the stem like this and drink it like a boss. All right? Let me have another little sip. This actually tastes pretty good. Now. We still a little bit under the weather, so y'all gotta bear with us. That's why there was no Amazon Warrior last week. Both of us was really sick. And right now we're in the tail end of this little virus going around because mad people got it in the neighborhood. Everybody at work got it. So we're in the last stages. I got a little bit of a sore throat left. T got a little cough going on. So if you hear us coughing and sneezing and hacking up a lung, it's because we're still down. But, you know, we're going to get it popping. All right, so real quick. Now, matter of fact, let me tell you a little story. I just get a little quick story of how I met Diana. All right? Let me tell you how I met Diana. Now, I met Diana through a mutual friend maybe about 9 years ago, 9 to 10 years ago, and we decided we're going to do some business together. Now, Diana's from Texas. I'm out here in New York. But the business now, don't ask me what kind of business it is because I ain't going to, you know, matter of fact, real quick, I'm dropping this into the bucket. See, we got a bucket of ice right here. For nothing. I'm gonna drop this shit, and I'll drop this one in the bucket too. Keep it nice and cold. All right. Don't bother asking me what kind of business it is, because I never mix business with pleasure. So, you know, we're just gonna keep it as, you know, we keep it ambiguous. But just know that it's everything is above the table, no under the table stuff going on. Everything is 100% legal and legit. Anyway, so I met Diana through a mutual friend, and we're talking over the phone. We get some business going over the phone. Now, they never seen me before. All right, now I never seen them, but you know, you just gotta assume what somebody looks like by their voice. So I'm talking to Diana, we're talking back and forth. Matter of fact, I want to show you a picture real quick. I want to show you a picture of how I sounded over the phone. Because look, now y'all see me right now doing my videos and all that. Y'all hear how I talk. When I'm doing business related shit, I don't talk like this. All right, when I'm doing business related, it's shit. I don't be cursing and I don't be like, you know what I'm saying and all that. I got a different kind of voice. I actually sound like this dude. This dude, T. So if you call me on the phone, this is what I gotta sound like on the phone. If y'all don't know who this cat is, just Google him and find out who he is. He's a real nerd. All right, so I threw the nerd voice on. So I'm talking to Diana. We get the business going. All right, so now we're making money together. Everything's going fine. Diana hits me up now, maybe about a year into the business, and she's like she wants to come to New York and she wants to meet. You know, we're gonna have a meeting and all that. But before the meeting, she wants to come and she wants me to meet at the airport and maybe we have dinner or something, because we been doing business and it's been successful for about a year. We both, feeling each other on the business aspect. So she wants to come into town and we're going to sit down, have dinner and all of that. So she calls me and says, can I meet her at the airport, pick up, and maybe we'll go to a diner or something to have dinner. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, yeah, no problem. So she's like, I'm going to bring my daughter. Now, keep in mind, fellas, Diana's like about 70 years old. She's like, I'm bringing my daughter. Her daughter's probably like about 55. And the daughter has her daughter. She said, I'm bringing my daughter and my granddaughter. So the daughter's like 50-something and the granddaughter's like 14. So she's like, all right, it's going to be us three. We coming out. You could pick us up from the airport. We'll go to a diner or something. And then maybe you could drop us off at a hotel. She wants to bring the daughter and the granddaughter. They never been to New York. And it's around the holiday season. So they want to go to Rockefeller Center and see the tree and everything, whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I hang up the phone. And I'm immediately like, damn. Now, keep in mind, they coming from Texas. So not to judge anybody, but it's a lot of racial tensions. Keep in mind 10 years ago, too, it's not as tolerant as everything is now with Obama. And, so 10 years ago. So I don't know if, of course they knew I was black, but they don't know that I'm ultra black. You know what I'm saying? Like, cats that, if you just hear my voice when I'm doing some business shit, like I said, I sound like that dude in the picture. But when you see me in person, 250 pounds, mad tattoos, mad big, you know what I'm saying? So, that could put you into a stereotype. So I'm like, damn, everything's going fine. I don't want to get stereotyped. The next minute, Diana's like, oh, this is the dude that I'm trusting with, thousands and thousands of dollars worth of, shit. This is the dude I'm trusting. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a little bit nervous or whatever, but I'm like, all right, whatever. I got to do it. I can't say I don't want to meet y'all out there. We're gonna have to meet sooner or later. So, long story short, that means that whenever somebody says long story short, that means that the story's gonna be even longer. All right, let's have another sip, yo. Let's have another sip. Cheers, yo.
Cheers.
So, long story short, Diana shows up at the airport. Now I show up. Now I had on I dressed, business casual. I'm not gonna come wearing a 3-piece suit to pick somebody from the airport and take them to dinner. That's like, look like I'm reaching, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm not gonna do that. So I had on like some khaki pants, I had a polo shirt on, had a suede blazer on. I was doing it up a little bit, casual, business casual, whatever. So I meet them at the airport, they jump in the car, and I'm like, all right. In my mind, I'm like, I just want to get in and out. I just want to do this shit real quick, just have dinner with them and then keep it moving. This way, everything can keep, flowing nice and smooth. I don't want to, end up saying the wrong thing or, somebody recognize me at the diner. Yo, what up, nigga? That party was banging last night. I just want to get in and out. So I try to, so we took them to the diner and that's it. So now we having dinner. It's kind of like awkward, when you first meet somebody for the first time, even though we talked a lot actually, but only about business stuff. So it's kind of awkward, just that, that business, awkward banter, so how's this, how's that, how's the weather out there? We're talking about weather and we're talking about fruits and vegetables, bullshit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at Diana and they seem cool, like, we having a good time and all that, whatever. So now I'm like, all right, we eat dinner, the check comes, so Diana's like, I want to go outside and smoke. So I'm like, all right, cool. So at least we got something in common. I'm like, all right, I'll walk you outside and we go smoke together. At least now we could bond on something. We both bonded on something. So we go outside to smoke. While we outside smoking, keep in mind now, Diana's daughter and the granddaughter is still sitting inside the restaurant. So Diana turns to me and she kind of like looks around and like whispers like, do you know any way I can get a couple of beers and take them to the hotel room real quick? Because after this long flight and the long day and tomorrow I'm going to be a whole bunch of bullshit meetings, like I just want to unwind a little bit. So I start laughing like, we could have had a beer right here. She's like, well, I don't want to come across as, I'm coming out here to get drunk. And I'm saying the same thing. So we had a nice little laugh and we went back inside, ended up having a couple of beers. But I didn't even know Diana happened to be one of the biggest basketball fans in the world. Remember, she invited us to Texas. They actually have a box seat in Dallas in the Maverick Stadium. I forgot the name of the stadium, but she invited us to come to Texas and sit in the box seat anytime we want. She's a hardcore, diehard Mavericks fan, and we went back inside. We had a couple of beers. We started talking about basketball. I start, when you start drinking, you start getting a little bit warm. So I start sweating a little bit. So I take off the blazer, so the tattoos is out. Come to find out, the daughter got tattoos. Diana got a tattoo. Everybody, we all laughing, And from that day on, we kind of had a special bond. Like, we knew how to mix our business, keep our business and personal life separate. Actually, the daughter ended up becoming one of my Facebook friends, and once you get on Facebook, you can see somebody's real personal life. So they seen all the Facebook pictures and all that, but they didn't care because in the business-wise, I was keeping my business shit separate. I was doing what I got to do with the business, and Diana knew that. And every year, Diana would send me Christmas cards, would send, Christmas cards back and forth. Her husband just passed away a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago. I sent up some nice flowers that kind of really touched her, And the bottom line is Diana was a really, really special person to me. And when somebody dies, you have to remember, now look, it depends on how the person dies, their age and the circumstances that they died. If somebody's 80 something years old and they die of natural causes, there's no reason to sit around and mourn and cry for the person. You don't do that. You celebrate that person's life, because we all got to die sooner or later. Nobody's going to live forever. I'm going to die. Me and T, we probably going to die on the same day. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we do. We probably, facts, nigga. So we'll probably go out on the same day. But if you lived a good life and you did right and you left a nice legacy behind and all that, there's no reason for people to mourn your death. You celebrate. That's how black people do. We don't sit around and cry about your great grandmother that passed away at 96 years old. We're not gonna sit around and cry. Especially after they had a good life, they had kids, and they did everything they want to do. So we're gonna celebrate. So that's why in this video right now, we're going to celebrate Diana's life because she was 80-something years old. She started from the bottom, worked her way to the big successful company. She had about 3-4 companies. She set up a whole family. Her whole family's living good. Everybody got money. Everybody got a secure future. So there's no reason for me to sit around and mourn for her. So I'm going to celebrate Diana's life. And like I said, I suggest y'all do the same. Now look, if somebody, when my nephew passed away, he was 17 years old, he got murdered. You know, that's when you don't want to celebrate somebody's life. That's when you got to feel bad and you got to wonder what, you know, what that person could have done. But 86 years old and you die in natural causes, that's how I want to go out. I want to go out 86 years old with a big giant house and, you know, T over there doing a Egyptian pose. Like, people don't know. You ever see in Egypt when the pharaohs died, they bury their hands like this? That's how I want to be. I don't want to be in no coffin with the hands like this. No, I'm going to put me in some Egyptian shit, T. You know what I'm talking about? Put the hands like this, put some sunglasses on me, and don't cry. You know what I'm saying? Just, you got to celebrate. We remember all the good times. So that's what we're doing tonight. We're remembering the good times. Now, the second part of this video, I'm going to give another toast. This is actually me and T's 5th year anniversary. All right, now, I don't talk about a lot of stuff on, I don't like to put too much of my personal business on the Twitter and the Facebook and all that. I like keep everything fun and vibrant. You know, we just have fun. But this is our 5th year anniversary. So T, I want you to raise your glass. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
We're actually gonna have, this is just the prelude to our party. Let's just have a quick sip up, bitches. T got the pinky out like this, yo, like a boss, yo. Now, like I told you, hold it by the stem, and if you're a real OG, put the pinky out like this. All right, drink it like this with the pinky out. When cats see you in the hood and they see you sipping champagne, some Moet with the pinky out, they're gonna know you from that Biggie Smalls era. Alright, like I said, we're gonna have a private party on Tuesday. We're gonna do some major Amazoning because we've been slacking off a little bit, but we're gonna do some major Amazoning on Tuesday. A friend of mine is having a big party on Saturday, so we will be back up in the streets. Not the streets, in the streets. Alright, so we'll be back in the streets, and we're gonna do it. Alright, so fellas at home, have a sip, all y'all fellas. You know how long? I don't know how long y'all been with your girls, your wives, or whatever side pieces, whatever you do. If it's been a week, you know what I'm saying. However you want to calculate it. How many midnight runs? You know what I'm saying. Look, let's have a drink right now for everybody celebrating the anniversary. Everybody that, you know, even if it don't have to be a specific date, it don't have to be 5 years. If you're with somebody for 4 years and 3 months, let's all celebrate those 3 months. 4 years and 3 months, because like I said, you see what happened with Diana last week Friday. Nobody's gonna live forever, so you got to celebrate. All right, so T, I'm celebrating our anniversary right now. Let's have another sip.
Cheers.
Cheers. Now, once we start getting drunk, we start drinking straight out of the bottle. We only doing this shit for the camera though, because we really drink out of the bottle. You know what I'm saying?
2 bottles.
2 bottles, so we would have been taking those to the head. But let's drink up. Woo! Underneath the neck. Now, this shit tastes good though. Mm-hmm. Facts, yeah.
Facts.
Let me tell y'all why I think that's so funny. Facts. Now, I know a lot of y'all young cats that's out here watching this video. This is how y'all talk right now. This is how the young niggas is talking. I was just telling T, she probably don't notice, but my nephews now, y'all see when I do all these Bluetooth videos, sweating like balls under here. Yeah. I had a little my SMS sweat joint somewhere. I forgot to get that. T, can you grab me something? All right, T gonna grab me something right now. I'm sweating like balls because I'm underneath this light, but and I'm a little bit sick. I think that's what it is too. I think I'm a little bit sick still. Whatever. Anyway, the young cats now, everything is facts, yo. Facts. If you speak to a young nigga now, or even if you read the Instagram posts or Facebook and all that, instead of, you know, like how we would be like, oh, I feel you, I know what you're saying, and oh yeah, that's right, I can dig that. A lot of the cats now, they just say facts, yo. You know, and I find that funny. You know, I find that really funny. So now, since it is our anniversary coming up tomorrow, actually, this weekend that just passed, good looks, T. This weekend that just passed, since it's our anniversary, I told T that I would take her on a shopping spree for our anniversary. And she told me she'll take me on a shopping spree. So we went on a mutual shopping spree together. So now we up in the mall, blowing up the mall, buying everything, you know, in sight, going crazy. We up in the store. Now there's a kid online. Now he had to be, I think he was probably like 25, 24. Yeah. He looked, you know, not young nigga like, you know, 19, but you know, like I would say 25. He's there with his boys, some official hood niggas though, you know what I'm saying? He was with his boys. The dude now, we at the register. There's 2 people at the register. He's on the register next to us online. There's a person ahead of him. There's a guy on the register. The guy on the register was a white guy, a Spanish guy. Looked Spanish to me. Or was he a white guy
I
though?
think it was Spanish.
Yeah, he looked like a Hispanic dude. He could have been Greek or something too, but but he definitely was like looked whitish.
Yeah.
Is he whitish?
Yeah. He was light skinned.
Yeah, he was definitely light skinned. He's a light skinned nigga at the register, right? So I don't know what happened. I don't get the full details of the story. I'm busy playing around on my phone, and T is tapping me like, "Yo, like the shit about to pop off," because this they going back and forth a little. Keep in mind the two young niggas. There's a nigga ahead of them online. So they trying to skip the nigga. I guess the two young niggas, they had already dealt with this cat at the register, or dealt with the girl. There was two people at the register. So they dealt with the girl at the register, and they came back. I don't know if there's something was wrong with their receipt, or they had to exchange something or return something, whatever. But the point is, when they came to the dude, he was like, now we can look at this both ways. Me and T, we kind of disagreed on this one. But he came up to the dude and he was like, "Yo, I need you to take care of this or something." So the dude was like, "Oh, you gotta wait because I'm dealing with a customer right now." So the dude was like, "I was already here or something," and I don't know if the guy was trying to tell him that you dealt with the girl.
He wanted a receipt for something, and the guy told him like, "Oh, you
got to get it from the person and from the girl."
He said, "You just bought an Xbox." The guy said, "I never bought an Xbox." So it was, yeah.
Yeah, so they was kind of going back and forth. But the point is now I'm on my phone, I'm playing around. So T tapped me when this shit it looked like about to start getting real. So I look up. So the dude just started going wild. He was like, yo, if I was a white guy, you wouldn't have did that. Facts. Yo, and for some reason, I don't know why did I find that so funny, but we laughed all the way for the next 30 minutes. And what day was that? That was Thursday. It was Thursday when we went to the mall.
Yeah.
Ever since Thursday, we've been saying facts. And every time we say facts, we just start laughing. So if y'all hear me saying facts, I'm not one of these young niggas I'm trying to get with the young slang. I just think it's funny. All right? Facts, yo. And T, now I'm telling T, next time when you see my nephew, pay attention, yo, to how he talks. Because he been saying that for a minute. Every time he say that, I kind of, I know that's how the young niggas talk. He's in tune with the young cats, but I think it's funny. And I've been reading that on a lot of Instagram posts too. This is nothing new. All right. Yeah, so now be on the lookout for facts, yo. All right? When you see some of the facts, yo, that's the new word of the young niggas, yo. All right, what else? Okay, let's have another drink. T, you ready? Because we got this rosé. We got to pop that too. You want to polish this bottle off, or you want to open the next one?
Let's open the next one.
All right, because you don't like this one, huh? Which one is this anyway?
That one's good. Let's taste it.
Oh, this is the Imperial.
Yeah.
Oh, you want the rosé?
Oh. Interesting.
Oh, okay. Niggas want that rosé. All right, talk amongst yourself for a second, fellas. I gotta open this up. But
watch your finger.
Yeah. You know what happens when I drink and play with knives, yeah. Trust me, it could get ugly. Remember that night we was drinking and I blew my finger open? I was mad drunk, playing with this new zombie killer knife I just got, blew my finger open and got mad sober. Just like that, yo. I was mad drunk. Once you see that blood though, yeah, your ass get sober quick, yo. Alright, thanks. Your ass will get sober real quick when you see that blood flowing. Alright, so if y'all wondering what I'm doing, just popping the top open on this rosé. Slowly. Ah, there we go. All right. Let's have some rosé. Now, this shit is alright though. I ain't gonna front. We've been sipping wine the last couple of nights. When you're under the weather and you can't sleep, you have a glass of wine before you go to sleep. Haven't been getting the buzz, but wine just makes me sleepy. But I already feel myself catching a little buzz right now. This is alright.
Let's see how this one tastes.
Yeah, I haven't tasted this one literally in years, yo. The funny thing is, from the liquor store, these bottles cost about $50. If you go to a club right now, any club in the city, this bottle, the same bottle that we're drinking right now, is going to run you $250 to $300. And if you go on a special night where somebody's performing, you're going to pay $500 for the same bottle, yeah. That's crazy, yeah. All right, T, let's test the rosé out, see how it tastes.
Cheers.
Cheers. This one tastes actually good. Let me try that again because I was holding the glass wrong. It might taste different when I hold it from the bottom. Yeah. See, all right, I'm gonna try holding like T holding it right now. Hold it like this and see if it tastes different. Yeah, it tastes a little smoother when you hold it like that.
I'm telling you.
Might have to throw a shot of Hennessy up in there and see how it really tastes. All right. Next. Let me tell y'all what happened the other day. Matter of fact, the other day. This is yesterday. Let me tell you yesterday. I'm gonna shout this nigga out too, because this was a cool cat. Let me find out his name. Let me take it to my gram real quick. Take it to the Instagram. Let's find out this dude's name real quick. Just in case y'all wondering, I'm using the One Plus. Right? Like I said, this is my in the house phone, the throwaway joint.
Throwaway.
This is the throwaway joint. All right. Let me see if I can find this shit. Let's see. All right. Okay. Now, just in case y'all didn't see it, matter of fact, I'll pull up the video just so y'all can see it for yourself. Here goes the video. Now, check my Instagram for yourself if you didn't see this video. But, yeah, I'm going to tell y'all what happened with this story real quick. I was out right there. All right, this is my man right here. Actually, here goes his name. R Sing 451. All right, so I'm gonna have a little toast for the homie R Sing 451. I'll tell y'all how I happened to run into this cat, and we actually just exchanged information, and we're gonna ride out in the next couple of days, or maybe next week or whatever. Sip up, bitches. All right, so yesterday now, I gotta make a move. I'm going to the gym. Now, I go to the gym. I normally take the Van Wyck. I go to a gym in Whitestone. So I normally take the Van Wyck all the way to College Point. So I get on, now there's mad traffic yesterday. I'm going there like about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I get on the highway. Matter of fact, I just finished shooting that iPhone 6 camera test. So I just did the iPhone 6 camera test, and I immediately jump on the highway like, all right, let me go to the gym.
New Facebook message.
Okay. I forgot that one of these phones is on still. I forgot to turn all my phones on silent. One of these phones is on right now. I don't know which one it is. Let me see. That sounded like the Galaxy S5. One of these bitch ass phones is still on. All right, I'll play with that in a minute. Anyway, so I'm on my way to the gym. See, this is starting to kick in a little bit. This is all right, though.
I like that.
You like this shit? All right, you like this. All right.
I like that. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, man. We'll talk about that in a little while. All right, anyway. Anyway. I got to say something else to you on the story. All right, anyway. High five. All right. So anyway, so I just did the iPhone 6 video, the 6 and the 6 Plus. I'm pretty sure when I take it to the Twitter for the live Twitter comments, we're going to get flooded with those questions, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Now, I jump on the highway at Linden Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to do my camera tests. You know, I'm not going to do them in front of my crib because I don't need y'all niggas coming to my crib. You know what I'm saying? Facts, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't do nothing at the crib. I always go to the hood and all that and do everything at the hood. So I'm over in the hood. I'm doing the camera test. After I finish, I jump on the highway. So now I'm on the highway. I see a nice, it looks like a grayish color M6, and the license plates is what caught me because the license plate said because V10. So I was like, I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit I like. I told y'all, I'm a car nigga. I respect all niggas with cars. I'm not a hater. I'm not gonna be like, oh, who this nigga? No, I'm a car nigga. When I see somebody with something nice, I respect that. So my original plan was to just go behind him. I wanted to take a picture of the license plate and send it to my man because my man got to say a similar plate like that. You know, it says because V8. You know, on the M3. So it's got a similar license plate, so I wanted to take a picture and send it to my man and be like, all right, look, this is your big brother right here. You know what I'm saying? So I get behind the dude or whatever. So, of course, car niggas is always, real car niggas is always on the lookout. If you, especially cats that drive M-Series, AMG, Civics, race cars, Audi RS, Mustangs, any what you call it, what's the name of them shits? The
R8s?
No, not the R8s, the Dodge joint. If you drive the Charger SRT8, okay. If you got whatever car you got, if you got the race version of that car, you're always on the lookout. Okay. You're not gonna just be driving around in the highway playing with the radio. You're always on the lookout because especially if you're driving something big, when somebody see you, they're gonna wanna test you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna T over here fucking with me. All right. T, let's have another shot. Let's have another sip, yo. Anyway, so of course he's on the lookout. He's driving a nice M6, and it's the drop top version. He got an exhaust on it, it sound loud. So of course he's on the lookout. Now he hears my car come behind him. So of course he's gonna immediately assume that I might want some of that business. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. But now keep in mind on the Van Wyck at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, y'all seen the video, is the sun is almost like the sun is at its apex, like it's getting ready to start setting soon. Of course, you know, it's that much traffic. He knows that nothing can really go down on that with that kind of traffic. But you know, you never know. You know, whatever. So anyway, so I creep up behind him. I noticed that he seen me. Of course, you know, you look in the mirror, you see that grill. You know what it is. You know, one M lover to the next. You see that grill, you already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm cruising behind him. I snapped the picture. I sent it to my man. I know I'm not supposed to be texting and driving to you. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm not supposed, but it was mad traffic though. It was mad traffic. So you know, let me get that. So anyway, so now I'm following behind him. When we get to like around Atlantic Avenue, we go underneath that one of those overpasses. So it's like a tunnel.
Okay.
So we go underneath the overpass. The nigga hits the gas. You know, with the exhaust, man, loud. So I'm like, all right, he's behind me. He don't know. He didn't know about the GT horse, the titanium shit. He didn't know. So he hit the shit real quick. So I'm right behind him. So I hit my joint real quick. So now we underneath the tunnel. It's mad traffic. We making mad noise. So we laughing, right? So now I pull up on the side of him. I give him the official thumbs up. You know, we thumb each other up. You know what I'm saying? Mutual respect. Now we still cruising side by side. We, you know, maybe 1 or 2 car lengths in between here and there. We get to the next set of tunnels. I'm a little bit ahead of him. So I said, let me let him know that, you know, it's real. So I hit the gas up. He's behind me a little bit. I hit the gas. Mad people in their cars, turn everybody shocked. Oh, shit. So he hit his from behind me too. Mad loud, all right? So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, yeah, so we having fun. We driving now on the Van Wyck, mad traffic. We keep going. Every time we get under the overpass, we making mad noise. It is what it is. Now, anybody from Queens, y'all know if you take the Van Wyck, it splits 2 ways. The left side will take you to the Grand Central. You go by LaGuardia Airport. The right side will take you to Whitestone Expressway. Go to Whitestone Bridge. I'm going to the right. He going to the left. All right, he's in front of me. So now, either way, but now when I want to go to the gym, I could go either way. So I'm like, you know what? I planned on going to the right, but let me go to the left anyway because we making so much noise. It's only right. It's only right to see if he's really about that life. You know what I'm saying? It's only right.
Got to.
I have to. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to sleep if I didn't. See, you know me already. I wouldn't be able to sleep if I didn't. So I follow him. He goes to the left. I follow behind him. We go to the left. Now traffic is starting to ease up a little. This lets me know if he's about it or not. So traffic starts to ease up a little bit. You know, it's less traffic. The nigga starts punching it a little bit. You know, punching it from 3-4 car lengths to the next stop. You know, to the next, where traffic stops a little bit. So I'm like, okay, this nigga antsy, like he ready to get money. So I'm like, all right. Press the button, drop in the M mode, press the other button, lean the seat up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, we're going to have some fun. Cool. So now we get on the Grand Central. Keep in mind, now I already passed. This is the way that I don't need to go. So now I'm on the Grand Central. Traffic starts to ease up. We start going. The nigga gunned it. So as soon as we went underneath that last tunnel, as soon as we went underneath the last tunnel, the nigga gunned it. I'm right behind him, literally right behind him. So I gun it with him. So now we both gunning side to side. Now, keep in mind, this is going toward LaGuardia Airport, so you already know it's going to be a lot of yellow cabs. And the Grand Central is no commercial traffic allowed, so there's no trucks. So it's going to be a lot of yellow cabs on the Grand Central, especially around 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So now I did some bullshit. We call it the whip wop. I hit him with the whip wop, you know what I'm saying? So he's right here, I'm right here. Cars opening up. So I went all the way to the right and I did some slick shit from the right all the way to the left. Bang, yo. That's what we call the whip wop, yo. Right? So I hit him with the whip wop. He zagged when he should have zigged. He should have zigged to the when he see me do the whip wop to the right, I whip to the right and then whop all the way to the left. That's the whip wop. All right. So I whip to the right, all the way to the left. he should have zigged and then zagged right behind me. Instead of doing that, instead of zigging and zagging, he zagged first and got stuck behind 2 yellow cabs. I'm stuttering, right? Fucking stuttering past it.
Zazing.
Zazing? I'll tell you about that in a minute, too. All right, we having too much fun. All right? So anyway, so he gets stuck behind the 2 cabs. Now, look, if I'm racing, we're going to talk about Mook, too, in a minute. We got to talk about this bitch-ass nigga Mook, too. We're going to talk about Mook in a minute, too.
Shout out to Mook.
Shout out to Mook. We got to talk about this bitch-ass nigga Mook. Now, we'll talk about this nigga in a minute. We'll talk about Mook in a minute. But I'm just saying this.
Take a sip.
Let me take here's a sip for this nigga Mook. If you're watching this shit. Let me tell you something real quick. If I was racing, if it would have been me and Mook, right? And I hit Mook with the whip wop, I'm not even looking back to see what's going on with this nigga. I don't care. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I see you when we get to where we gotta go. Because when me and Mook race, it's no friends, it's no brothers, it's no we just having a good time. No. It's whoever get there first by any means necessary. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now I don't know this nigga. I don't even know this nigga's name or nothing. So I hit him with the whip wop. I'm out in the left lane, I'm getting money. I look in my mirror, I see he's kind of stuck behind 2 yellow cabs. And look, at the end of the day, that happens to the best of us, all right? No matter who you are, what you're driving, you could be driving a fucking Bugatti. It don't matter. If you get stuck behind 2 cabs, like this, you stuck behind 2 cabs, and you ready to pass, but you can't go nowhere, I could be driving a fucking Prius. If I'm in the left lane and I'm getting money, and you stuck behind 2 cabs, that's it, you done. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever. So I don't know this cat. He stuck behind the 2 cabs. I kind of felt bad. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not trying to race, like, we're not racing for money or racing for pride or nothing. I don't even know this cat. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to slow down a little bit and let him get, out of that trap that he's in. I'm going to slow down a little bit. So meanwhile, I was getting money. So I looked in the mirror. I see him zigging and zagging, but the cabs ain't going nowhere. So I slow down. Meanwhile, I was in 4th gear. I was doing like about a bean 10, yo. So I downshift like a boss to 3rd gear. Bam. Now I'm in the middle lane. I'm just cruising now, doing like 70. Let the nigga catch up. So he catches up, but he didn't try to do a Rice flyby. He caught up behind me, and then he dipped to the right. So I look over. He got another cat in the car with him, okay. And the cat got a camera out.
All right.
So he got another cat. He's driving. He got his boy in the front seat. His boy, he got the iPhone out like this, recording. So I'm like, so I'm leaning back. I said, oh shit, this nigga recorded. I'm like, I don't know this nigga. He don't know me, but niggas talk you. You be in the niggas be in the forums and all that. You never know. Nigga might try to Rice fly by me. Next minute I'll be on YouTube like, M6 destroys M5. On the Grand Central, you know what I'm saying? You never know. Right. So when I look out the left, I see the niggas recording. So I'm like, oh okay, I gotta start getting money again now. Like, all right, cool. So then boom, I'll punch it again. Now let me show you. That was a setup. That was a segue for this part right here. Let me grab my phone real quick and show y'all what I'm talking about. This is the part right here when I waited for him and then he caught up. Let me pull up my gram real quick one more time. I'm going to show y'all real quick. All right, now this is the part when I slowed down a little bit and I looked over and I seen the dude was recording. Then we went down. Oh, matter of fact, let me put some sound on this for y'all cats. Hold on a second. Let me rewind this again. This is the part now. when he caught up, I seen the cat was recording, so I was like, all right, now I gotta start getting money again. Yeah. You see right there, I looked in the mirror, I seen the dude was recording, so now I hit another whip whop, yo, I'm out. Now look, the video ends right there, but I punched it, I was out, I was gone, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's not knocking this cat at all, but he was behind me. And unless you're driving something, something with mad horsepower, it's hard to catch a nigga from behind you, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So now we gun it again, we getting money back and forth. Then, now when you're getting closer to the airport, it's a little bit more traffic. So now when we get a little bit more traffic, I pull up next to each other, we thumb each other up again. You know what I'm saying? Then I let him go in front of me. I wanted to take a little bit of video of him from the front because I seen his man had the video. So I'm like, nowadays it's a small world. I'll be able to find that video. So I'm gonna take a little video again. So now if you look, we further up. I let him get behind me. Now this is like close. This is the airport is right here on the right. So I let him go in front of me. Got a little video of him from the front. Then I had to give him some of that work again. You see? And then I gave it to him again. Now look, this wasn't a race. We were just cruising. You know what I'm saying? So I know niggas gonna be watching the video like, oh, he should have dipped to the right. He should have did this and that. But we wasn't racing. We were just cruising. You know what I'm saying? Like, cats that don't race don't understand the difference between a cruise, a race, and niggas just having a little bit of fun. Niggas think everything gotta be a race to the death. No, it's not a race to the death. It's not a race to, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be in the front. No, it's you cruise a little bit, you make a few moves, and you let the other person catch up. They get in the front, they make a few moves. That's called having fun. Whatever. Now, so I came home. I posted the video up. I posted a comment. I said, if anybody know this cat, somebody tag him in the picture. Less than 30 minutes later, come to find out somebody know the cat. My man, my man Sheldon, the number one noob. Yeah, and this noob. A couple of cats know this cat. So next minute we tag each other in the video. Next minute, you know what I'm saying, we become friends on Instagram. We start talking. I'm like, you live in the hood, I live in the hood. We need to get up and get some more cruises, because that was nothing. That was just two niggas cruising in traffic. But imagine, at nighttime when it's the whole squad, when we 20 deep. Whatever. So he's like, all right, I'm down for that. Whatever. So it's a small world. Shout out to my man Singh. I'm a little bit under the weather, sorry. Shout out to my man Singh, though. I'm going to see you on the highway again. You're going to get a chance to get some payback or whatever, and we have fun. But that's what it's all about. Now, let me tell you about this nigga Mook real quick. Yo. Let's have another shot, another sip. Let me tell you about Mook real quick. If that had been Mook on the highway, it would have been what it is what it is. Now, y'all cats... Shout out to everybody who follow me on Facebook. Y'all see that Facebook post that we had going the other day that got like 700 comments on it or whatever? That post will not die. Mook is a person that been talking about the 10 million iPhone. Like, we've been going to Android versus iPhone. Mook is team iPhone to the day he died. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But we've been having fun. But for cats that don't know, Mook is not a hater. Mook is not is not a noob. Mook is literally my blood brother. All right, so we grew up in the same house. We got the same mother and father. That's my blood brother. You know what I'm saying? He been in the tech game his whole life too. He's not a rookie. Cats think that just because he's a fanboy that he don't know about tech and all that. I don't know what Apple did to brainwash him these days that got him so brainwashed on Apple. But growing up, he's always been a tech head like me. So, you got to have that certain amount of respect for Mook when it comes to the tech shit. Like, Mook is actually... Growing up, he was harder in the tech game than me. Like, Mook was the type of nigga that take a computer apart and put it back together. Me, I'm dropping my shit off on something. I pay y'all niggas $19.99. Let me know what's wrong with this shit. Bring it back. Let me get the receipt. I'm bringing it back. But Mook is the type of nigga that he'll take this shit apart and figure out what's wrong with himself. Whatever. Now, we going back and forth on Facebook. Mook always brings up this one incident. Now, T, I'm gonna tell y'all this incident. T, you was there, so you can back up my story. Mook always brings up this one incident. He keeps saying, how he chewed me on the highway, how he got me on the highway, how he left me on the highway. Let me address that real quick. All right? Let me address that to Mook and all the rest of that niggas. And young Mook was there too. That's my nephew. So Mook and young Mook was there too. Now, young Mook got a BMW. Matter of fact, at the time, he had the 545. He didn't even have the 650 yet. All right, so young Mo had the 545. I had the M5, and Mook had the 550. All right. T, you remember one day I took Mook to MNC to go pick pick up his car. So Mook left his trunk open like a noob or some shit. Left his trunk open. It rained. It messed up his computer system. So he took it to MNC to get a new computer system put in. It's like some computer shit was fucked up in the trunk, and MNC fixed it. So Mook hit me up. He said, can I drop him to MNC? I said, okay, cool. Now, when I said, okay, cool, I already knew that once I drop him to pick up his car, coming home, it's going to be on. I already knew that. All right, cool. So, and then young Mook knew that too. So that's why he didn't have nothing. Matter of fact, Mike was with young Mook too, right? Right, so young Mook and Mike is in the 545. Mook is in the car with me. So I drove him up to MNC. Shout out to MNC. He picked up his car, whatever. And now I was like, we got to cruise home. Let's have a sip real quick. So now we got to cruise home. MNC is all the way out on Long Island. If you don't know logistics between Long Island and Queens, where I live at and all that, just know that it's about a good 40-minute ride. But if you're getting money on the highway, it's about a 20-minute ride. All right? On a regular day, it's a 40-minute ride. But if you're racing, it's a 40-minute ride. Right? So anyway, so now we at MNC. Matter of fact, MNC is right next door to, what's the name of that wrap shop? I forgot the name of the wrap shop. There's a shop that wraps cars. Phenomenal Vinyl. Okay. MNC is right next door to Phenomenal Vinyl. So the night we went out there, Phenomenal Vinyl was having a barbecue. So we out there, we had a couple of beers and shit. We had some food and all that. So, you know, we having fun. And, you know, whatever. So we talking shit, you know, talking trash to each other like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Remember Mook is like, oh, remember I got you in the Infinity. Now, on a side note, yeah, if you see that video, we did line it up. Remember we used to go to the races? We did line it up in the Infinity. Mook got me from the line in the Infinity. But you got to remember, I was driving an M35. Mook was driving a 550. He's supposed to win. Mm-hmm. So he got me. We lined it up at the race. He got me on the race. But if you go through my old videos, and if y'all really want to see, let me know. I'll put the link in the video. If you want to see, when you go through the old videos, at the end, I got my payback. T, you was in the car. You was filming that day. Mm-hmm. That was the day that, same three cats, but young Mook, this time, he had the Civic. He had the green Civic.
Yeah.
He had the green Civic. I had the Infinity. Mook had the 550. He got me when we was at the races and we lined it up. Yeah, he got me. But coming home on the highway, I was getting money. You can see the video for yourself. I got it. I got proof. I was doing 160 because the Mook is in the car, right? And Mook is doing 140. Mm-hmm. And Costa was in the car with Mook. So Costa's filming. You can see in Mook's car, Mook is doing 140 and I'm in front of him pulling away. So you know that means I'm doing at least 150. But I can tell you for a fact, and TU was recording that day, I was doing 160 and young Mook was in the Civic. He had now don't get me wrong, it wasn't some bullshit Civic. That was the Green Goblin, yo. Remember the Green?
He was there.
Yeah,
he was there.
That was the Green Goblin. That Civic was he was getting money, but I chewed both of them, yo. I chewed both of them in that Infinity. Facts. Straight facts, yeah. I chewed him in Infinity. I was doing 160. Remember when I came off Liberty, I was going so fast. Remember we hit the brakes here. I was doing 160 off the ramp.
Was he not standing out the car when
matter of fact, but we got to the crib so fast. We jumped out the car and was standing outside when Mook and young Mook pulled up. We outside the car. The smoke coming off the brakes. All right, whatever. Back to the story. Let me digress. All right. So anyway, so we had MNC, we had the barbecue and all this shit at Phenomenal Vinyl. Now we about to leave, so niggas had a couple of beers and shit. So when you have a couple of beers, you tend to talk a little bit more shit than you would regularly talk. Whatever. So we get in the car, we coming back, we get on the highway. Now, matter of fact, first we going down Sunrise Highway. So it's me, young Mook in the 545 and Mook in the 550. We going down Sunrise Highway. Everybody playing it cool. Nobody going fast. I'm going in second gear, third gear. Nobody going fast. We even said like, look, we all had 1 or 2 drinks. We're gonna take it easy. We don't fuck with the cops and all that. All right, cool. Yo, we get all the way down Sunrise from Long Island to Green Acres Mall. Once we pass Green Acres, after Green Acres, it's like 2 more blocks, and then the Belt Parkway get on the highway. So, I'm like, all right, we gonna take it cool. We gonna take it cool. I'm fronting. I'm lying here. As soon as I get to the highway, I'm getting money. That's in my mind. I'm like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, yeah, we gonna take it cool, but as soon as we get to the highway, I'm getting money. Yeah, that's how it goes. Soon as we get on that ramp, I drop in third gear. I punch it. I'm out. Now I see Mook behind me. He punched it too, and young Mook is right there. So we punching it. We zigzagging. I'm getting money. I'm doing my thing. Yo, all of a sudden, I hear the whoop whoop. I hear the police sirens. I immediately jam on the brakes. Fellas, hit me up in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. But no matter what you driving, where you driving, or whatever you're doing, when you hear that whoop whoop, your first reaction is to hit the brakes here. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you're going 50 miles an hour and you hear that whoop whoop, you might think that, all right, you're doing 50 in the 40. Like, it doesn't matter. The point is, when you hear that sound, those police sirens, the first thing you do is hit the brakes. You're not gonna hit the gas when you hear the sirens. You know what I'm saying? Now, Mook is an official troll, just like me, because I got it in my car too. But Mook is a troll, just like me. We got the police sirens in the car. Mook hit the sirens on me, right? But I didn't know that was Mook, because I'm not looking in my rearview mirror. I'm getting money. I'm driving, I'm hitting whip wop, I'm going back and forth. I hear a whoop whoop, I jam on the brakes. It's this nigga Mook behind me. Mook hit the sirens, I jam on the brakes. That's all he needed. Well, he's behind me, I'm right here. He hit the siren, I jam on the brakes. He went around and passed. So now, you know, everything happened so fast. I'm like, oh shit, the cops. And then I turn behind me. Oh, it's not the cops, it's Mook. So now I gotta have a split second to go from, oh shit, let me slow down, because I already knew I was speeding. So I have a split second to go from, oh shit, I'm about to get a ticket,